Welcome to the Rent to Rent Success podcast, the only podcast entirely dedicated to helping you achieve rent to rent success. We talk about the ethical way to get you started in property without buying it. This is our place to inspire each other to believe bigger, to be bolder, and to be game changers for good. Property investors and sisters Stephanie and Nicky Taylor are your guides on this exciting ride. Let's start up the engines and get ready to fly. Hello, hello, hello. It's Stephanie here, and welcome to episode 3 of Ask the Angels, where we answer your rent-to-rent questions. If you'd like to have your question answered, go to renttorentsuccess.com/ask, A-S-K, and record your question, and I'll answer it here for you. So we've had another really great question today from Denzel, and it's all about utility bills. Here's Denzel's question. Hey guys, I wanted to ask, if you include all bills in your room offering, what do you do if a tenant continuously leaves the boiler on? How have you remained profitable? I know some people have usage limits in their contracts, but how have you successfully enforced this if a tenant moves out before their contract is scheduled to expire, so therefore the deposit is used up and then they refuse to pay? This is a great question, Denzel. Thanks for asking. Usually with HMOs and rent to rent, you are paying the bills and not the tenant. And utility costs can really affect your bottom line. We also have a fair usage policy in our AST, but we haven't needed to enforce it because, drum roll please, we use Inspire. Inspire is a heating controller. It switches the heating on and off at predetermined times. And the housemates still have control. They can boost the heating at any time for 1, 2, or 3 hours, and then the heating will return to pre-programmed settings until the next boost. So we like this system because it gives the housemates control, so they can turn the heating on or turn the heating up at any time. And it's good for us because they don't have to remember to turn it off again. Because as you say, Denzel, what used to happen is that someone would turn the heating from timed to on because it got cold, and then they would forget about it. So it could even be in the middle of summer and the heating would still be on a full blaze even when it's not needed. And all the windows open and everyone walking around in their bikinis. So Inspire is phenomenal. It costs around £200, but obviously if you've got a contract for 5 years, even 3 years, it's so worthwhile. And you can find out more about Inspire at renttorentsuccess.com/inspire. If you're in Kickstarter, you'll find deep details on exactly what it costs to run an HMO and all of the utility costs in M5.1, so you can check that out. So in summary, Denzel, fit a thermostat like Inspire, which will ensure that the boiler isn't on when it's not needed. And as regards trying to claim money back from the tenant after they've moved out, I don't think that part is worth pursuing. Put it down to experience, put a thermostat in place, and move on. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like your question answered like Denzel did, go to renttorentsuccess.com/ask, ASK. Record your question there and we'll record an answer for you here. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Until next time, believe bigger, be bolder, be a game changer. See you soon. Thank you so much for being with me here today. If you would like more, we've written the #1 best-selling book on rent to rent. You can find it at renttorentsuccess.com/book. Reviewers on Amazon have described it as the best rent to rent HMO book, and also as a definitive reference guide and inspirational. Take your next step today and buy the book. You can find it at rent2rentsuccess.com/book. And I'll see you again next time. Until then, remember, believe bigger, be bolder, be a game changer.